to long-term debt. Long-term debt, write it down. Change in long-term debt. Okay, so if you have a question on the test, I won't be able to help you there. Where do you see long-term debt? Here. Change in long-term debt will tell you if there is no change, it means they did not borrow any new loans. They did not make any new loans. But if you see this number rising, it means they made some new loans. Is it not rising here? Yes, so it means they brought in some funds. You know, they were paying interest but simultaneously bringing in more funds through borrowing. What if they reduce it? What if they reduce it? What if you see this number, the number for 2003 to be lower than the 2002 number? It means they are paying off loans. So they are giving back more to their lenders. That's what it means. So how much is this difference here? $46. So they borrowed. So they were paying interest here, but simultaneously borrowing. So we take that out. So $46 is what we will. This is what we'll do now. Okay, moving forward here.
So net borrowing is the difference between the long-term debt.
Yes, change in long-term debt. So minus, was it 46? Oh, 46, I think. Okay, so this will be 50. Is this 24 now? $24. So they paid net $24. But wait a minute, did they not pay $40 as interest? Yes, they did. But what they did was they, borrowed some more money. And how much did they? I'm sorry, $70 in interest. They paid $70 in interest. Okay, but they brought back home $46 via new loans. New loans. So net, our firm's creditors received only $24. All right? Now, if I stop, yes.
So the net new borrowing is coming from the
Long-term debt, change in long-term debt, change in long-term debt. Okay, now, if I were to stop here and ask you, can you tell me, without giving you any new information, can you tell me what amount was paid to the owners, shareholders, stockholders? Can you tell me that? Yes, because why? Because $87 was produced, remember, go back to the first identity, $87 was produced, free cash flow was produced, of which 24 was paid to whom? Lenders. So how much was paid to shareholders? Can you not tell me here? How much was paid to shareholders? How much was it? 53? Are we right here? Can you do that? Yes. What we can do is, is it 63, I think. 63. 60. Okay, so let's certify, let's verify that this is actually 63. So this is the right-hand side, remember. Left-hand side is this. Right-hand side, we distribute between lenders and shareholders. So dividends paid. Can you tell me where to go for dividends paid? Income statement tells us that many times. Do you see dividends paid? 103. 103. You see that 103? Okay. So now we plug this into that equation here. Dividends paid 103. This is 103. Minus, like here, same logic, net new equity raised. Net new. Did they sell any stock? Like, they paid interest and simultaneously they borrowed some additional funds. Okay. So likewise, in the case of shareholders, they paid some dividend, but did they sell some new common stock and took some of the money back? Okay, so how do you find whether the firm sold some new common stock and took some of the dividend money back? Well, we need to go to the balance sheet. You may want to write it down. And we go to the owner's equity section. This is the owner's equity section. And you look at this number here. common stock and paid in surplus. Okay? Common stock and paid in surplus. 600, 640. If the two numbers are the same, it means they did not sell any common stock. Okay? If the most recent year's number is higher than the previous year's number, it means they sold some common stock and took some money back from shareholders. If the second number is lower than the first number, it means they bought back some stock. Okay, so they paid more money to shareholders than the dividend amount. Okay, so understand how the changes are interpreted. No change means they did not sell new common stock, they did not buy back any common stock. Okay, so when you see the second number to be higher than the first number, it means they sold some new common stock. In this case, they sold how much new common stock? The difference is $40. So I'm gonna plug $40 here, minus $40, and this will be 63, which is the same that you get here.
I have a question.
Yes,
The $87 is the FCF or the assets?
FCF. Oh, same thing. Remember, free cash flow is the same thing as cash flow from assets. It's known by two names. Free cash flow from assets. Same thing, yes.
So the net new equity raise is gonna be the difference between the
Yes.
common stock and paid in surplus?
Yes, change in that account. If it's positive, then, they, as I said, they sold some new common stock. If it's negative, they bought back some new common stock. So this is the first now. You can see here, this is where we started. Okay. So what I would do is, I would say, hey, they produced $87. Of the $87, okay, they distributed $24 to their creditors, and they distributed $63 to their stockholders. So this completes the exercise. How much cash flow was produced, and how was it distributed between lenders and shareholders? Because those are the two suppliers of capital to our firm. You see that? Okay, this is where we started, this is where we ended. And in between you have a bunch of formulas. Okay? Any questions? All right, let me show you the quiz. And it covers exactly the things I went over with you. You have 15 minutes to answer the quiz. You can see it on your monitors, you can log in. I can show it to you here, but I'll be able to show you just a part of the quiz at a time.